ghosts?
I do. I absolutely believe in them. I haven't seen any, but I 100% believe in the supernatural. The dark. Houses or apartments or whatever you're talking about, they're our home. That's our safe space. And so where do you go if you can't go to your safe space? And I think that makes it unusually creepy. I'm looking primarily at haunted houses in fiction, and there are a few different kinds of haunted houses. So there's the haunted house, which is populated by ghosts, but then there's also the sentient house, which is basically a house like the House of Usher, where there's something in the bones of the house that make the house a bad place. Secrets, ideas, people who have been repressed coming back. Sometimes they're stories of vengeance. Haunting also operates as a really excellent metaphor for things like the nation, individual characters' psychology, their vulnerabilities. Quite often you'll find that there is a central character who has had something terrible happen to them, and the house is able to figure out those vulnerabilities and worm into the person's head. I have the feeling that haunted places have been around since the beginning, but Pliny the Younger, I think in 1st century AD, writes about a haunted villa in Athens. Supposedly that's the first time anybody mentioned it. Haunted houses and haunted house fiction belong in the category of the Gothic. You have all of these European castles that are haunted. There's that whole tradition. And then Edgar Allan Poe and Nathaniel Hawthorne took that haunted castle and they moved it overseas to the US. And so the castle became a house. The definition of house has also changed. So that's why you get things like the Overlook Hotel, Christine, the haunted car. What's being haunted is not necessarily houses, but home-like spaces. When I was about 18, my family moved into this older house, and my brother, who is like the most practical-minded person you can possibly imagine, he's not a prankster, he doesn't crack jokes. He said to me, "I saw a woman upstairs in a long skirt." My mother had also said that she had seen a woman upstairs, but don't worry about it, she's friendly. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with that second floor. I moved out pretty quickly. I would say so. I did an amazing ghost tour in Inglewood, and down by the river, those buildings, they're pretty creepy. So there's like the A.E. Cross House, which is now Rouge Restaurant, which is said to be haunted. There's Dean House, and by the river, people have heard a little boy. I have heard about some stairwells in certain buildings, and I used to teach a lot of night courses, specifically in the social sciences building, which has 12 or 13 floors. And that stairwell is not a comfortable place to be, and I can't tell you why, but I don't want to be in there. When I'm in that stairwell, I'm running to the next place. I've always wanted to visit Winchester House in California. So Sarah Winchester built this house. There are staircases that go nowhere and doors that open onto nothing, that kind of thing. So it sounds really cool. I would love to see Hill House. So Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House, published in 1959, is the classic.